Hey guys, welcome back to the ExamRevision YouTube channel. My name is Ellen and today we're going to be talking about motivation, how to keep yourself motivated for the Leaving Cert, and just all of my top tricks and how I kept myself motivated during my Leaving Cert. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first thing I want to talk about is asking yourself your reasoning, why you want to study, why you feel the need that you have to study. What is your reasoning behind doing well in your Leaving Cert and wanting to do well? So ask yourself these questions. Why do you want to do well in your Leaving Cert? Is it just because your family wants you to do the Leaving Cert and you're just getting it done and over with? Is there a specific college course that you want to get into or a specific career you want to get into? Is it just to make your family proud and make yourself proud? What does the success in your Leaving Cert mean to you in the long run? Write down your reasonings, stick them on your mirror on a sticky note. Something to remind you every day why you're working so hard and why you're studying and why you want to do well in this. Because at the end of the day, if you don't think about it and you're just studying because, well, you have a test coming up or you have your orals coming up or your family's telling you to study, you're not going to want to study or do well. You need to realize why you're doing it and what it means for you. Use these reasons to fuel your motivation to study when you really don't feel like doing anything and you just want to sit in your bed. The next thing I want to talk about is kind of controversial and kind of toxic. The Leaving Cert is already kind of toxic anyway, but the Leaving Cert at the end of the day is really just a competition. If you do want to go to college, let's say, and there is a course that you really want to get into, it's number one your CIO, this is what you've always wanted to do, and you're sitting on your bed scrolling on your phone, you're watching this video, you don't want to study, but you do really want the college course, you just don't really want to study for it. There is somebody else in the country who is going for that exact same course and is studying so hard for it because they want to make sure that they will get it. And here you are on your bed, scrolling, not studying. Not everyone who wants the course is going to get into it, point blank. So that other person in the country who is studying so hard is most likely going to get into the course. And that means less space for you in the course. So if you are not studying hard, you are not in it to win it. You are not in that competition even to get into that course because everybody else who wants it is studying their asses off and will most likely get in, which means no more places for the people who are not working hard for it. I know it sounds intense, I know it sounds mean, but at the end of the day, it's reality and we have to talk about it. Treat your revision like you're training for a sport. Set your goals, track your progress. You can reward yourself when you get those achievements and you're doing well. Remind yourself that the effort you put in now will be rewarded later. You don't just get given success and given these college courses, you have to earn them. The next thing I want to talk about, which is quite different to what I usually talk about, but you really don't need a perfect environment to be studying in. I know for me, I love to have a great, clean, fabulous area that I'm studying in. It makes me feel more motivated, but at the end of the day, it's not necessary for success at all. You don't need fancy highlighters, you don't need the most perfect desk setup or a study aesthetic to do well. Yes, those things help some people and are nice to have, but at the end of the day, you don't need it to do well in your Leaving Cert. What matters is consistency with study. It's not about perfecting it. If you're just focusing on creating the most perfect environment, that you've had a shower and you're in your fabulous new clean pajamas, you have to do this whole routine before you start studying, you are just wasting your time. You should really be spending that time at your desk studying. I'm not saying you have to wake up in the morning and go straight to your desk and sit down. You do have to have a routine. Having your breakfast, having a shower, whatever, and sitting down. But you don't need to have everything perfectly going for you to start studying, because that is wasting your time and making you have less time to actually study. Good results come from effective revision, no matter where or how it's done. Work with what you have, a clear space, and your notes in your book is all you need. Maybe a pen and paper. You're all watching this on something. You have a phone, you have a computer, an iPad, whatever you're watching this on. Therefore, you have access to all of the exam papers. You don't need to have to buy all the exam papers if that's not suitable for you. Set a timer, start studying, even if the setup that you want is not perfect. Any progress beats any procrastination. The last thing I want to talk about is staying in control. You are most likely not motivated to study because you know that you have a bunch of notes all over the place. Your flashcards are all over the place. You forgot to write notes on this certain topic and now you feel behind. You did bad in your maths test and you don't want to face the fact that you need to revise all over that material. You feel completely out of control and unmotivated. Therefore, keep your notes in check and organized. You know exactly where they are. Keep your space clean. If you have stuff all over your desk, you're not going to want to study because you don't want to clean it up. Every time you finish studying, put everything away so it's ready to start again when you want to go. Break down all of the big tasks you have to do into smaller, manageable chunks. You might know, okay, I have a test at the end of this week. Oh my God, I don't want to do it. It's scaring me. you're not going to study. Break it down. Study one topic. Stick to your study timetable. Obviously, if plans change, that's okay, but allow your timetable to be flexible for if things like that happen. If you're just aiming for perfection and you have to stick exactly to your timetable, but then something comes up, you got to go somewhere, you can't do it, you're going to feel so out of control and that you've messed up everything and you don't want to study anymore. That's why you need to have a timetable that is not you studying for 8 hours a day. It needs to be flexible for when normal life things happen. I really hope these tips helped you out in staying motivated. At the end of the day, the Leaving Cert is really not a long amount of time. You aren't going to be doing this forever. This is not your life forever. But if you want to do well and you want to succeed in what you want to do, you have to work for it now. If you are struggling with any particular topic, I would highly recommend checking out the ExamRevision courses and bundles. They have absolutely amazing video lessons, H1 standard notes, presentations, quizzes. They even have all of the exam papers per topic split up. And if you click on the question, it turns around and gives you the answer. So much easier than using the State of Education's website, which is trash. We even know a girl who took out an 8th subject for the Leaving Cert, purely using ExamRevision, didn't have a tutor, didn't do it in school, and got a H1 in the subject. So that just goes to show how effective these tools are. So I would highly recommend checking them out if you are struggling. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye!